Hello, welcome back to Leeds Lately for, of course, the live watch-along of Leeds United versus Plymouth Argyle. And that is, of course, at Elland Road as well. Leeds name a mostly unchanged lineup. Of course, that is old. That's from last week. But Bogle comes out and Byram goes to right back with Firpo coming back in at left back. So it's just important to remember that isn't quite accurate at the moment because I didn't get time to do the graphic properly. Let me just move over slightly because the football should be on this screen. Welcome to everybody, of course, who is joining us today. Welcome to all our Leeds Lately members, of course. Karen Curtin, Chewy Backer, Robert Wetzel, Justin Odell. We've got plenty of you here today. Have I missed anyone? CB as well. Welcome all of you, of course, who support the channel, and of course, welcome to our non-members, our normal subscribers as well. Welcome to Jal as well, another member. Welcome to everybody else as well. Liam B, William Williams, Michael Gott, John Buck 2, Mark Wood, the usual suspects. Looking forward to what should be a good game of football today. After what against Bristol City was, I'm going to say, the most boring pile of drivel that I have seen in quite some time from Leeds United. And that, it does say quite a lot, actually, because we have had some absolute stinkers in terms of entertainment. But hopefully, lightning doesn't strike twice, and we have a good, entertaining game of football today, as well as having some good goals and a good result for Leeds as well. Look, like Karen's saying, we need to sink Rooney's team today. Surely Daniel Farke has got the better tactically of Rooney. He's got all the cards are stacked in Farke's favour with this game. He's got a better squad. He's got a better team. He's got better staff. He is a better manager than Wayne Rooney. Everything, and we're at home, everything is stacked towards Leeds United going out and winning this game. So let's hope that that's what we do today. Hopefully a week's break has put some energy in our legs. Yeah, of course, people not having to either go on international duty or play midweek should have helped everybody as well a little bit, I think, to kind of just get that little bit of a recovery. We're already having some score predictions coming in. Jeff Biss saying I'm going to go for 2-1. And then James to get injured, which is not usually predictions we make. Yeah, I know, Sajal, but we're just kind of like on paper, what are we saying this kind of game shapes up to be? And on paper, we should be winning it every day of the week. We really should. But yeah, I mean, obviously, completely different when you actually get on the pitch, and I think probably the Championship, more than most leagues, is where you get upsets of players scoring against the run of play and minnows beating giants, and it's a very anyone can win it league. So yeah, it's one where you need to be kind of aware of the situation, don't you? And you just have to be, hold on, take a step back about it. But Leeds, of course, should go out and do the business today. And if they do, let's have a look. The players are coming out onto the pitch now, by the way. If they do the business today, let's have a look. Championship. We'll have a look at the table. We currently sit in 4th place on 23 points. If we are to win, we will go up to 2nd place, ahead of Sheffield United, who have actually played one more game than us. So if we can win today, we go a point ahead of Sheffield United into 2nd spot, and that would be that would be a great win for us to get, because psychologically, getting back up into 2nd again would be really good for us. Players are all now out on the pitch, shaking hands with each other. I didn't know that they had a yellow kit this season, Plymouth. They have also, remember, got Adam Forshaw playing for them. And apologies, let me just shut this door because the dog is going to bark. 1 second. Apologies, I am back. Our bench as well, by the way, that we didn't mention. Darlow, you would go off just as I'm trying to read it out, wouldn't you? Let's have a look. Leeds United. Here we go. So here's the bench. Subs: Darlow, Schmidt, Verber, Verber's back on the bench. DeBayo, Gilavogi, Crew, Solomon, Chambers, and Joseph. So no Bamford. He must have picked up another knock, but yeah, I mean, there's more chance of him being injured than fit at any given moment now, which is always a worrying sign. He's much more likely to be injured. Players are out on the pitch having a pre-match photograph. Not 100% sure what this is about, but somebody who's got the audio on will probably be able to tell me that. Michael got saying, they're saying on Joe's stream that Rooney is kind of throwing the game because of their Pompey game on Tuesday. Can't see anybody doing that, though. No, I don't think that really happens, to be honest. I think regardless of how they line up and stuff in this game, it wouldn't really make that much of a difference to playing a game on Tuesday anyway. So, yeah, I don't think there's much. I never put much stock in stuff like that, at least anyway. Yeah, Adam Forshaw's on loan at... not on loan, he's permanent, isn't he? He plays for Plymouth, but I think JB also plays for them still, doesn't he? Because he went last season. Yeah, he's currently at Plymouth. He is on loan, isn't he, JB? We didn't actually sell him. Yeah, on loan from Leeds United. I thought so. I was thinking, hold on a sec, we didn't sell him, did we, in the summer? But no. Yeah, welcome, Rob, as well. Welcome to all of our Leeds Lately members who are joining, and welcome, of course, to everybody who is joining. I'm just going to get ready to press the kickoff, and we are underway here. Remember, we're also keeping track in this top right-hand corner for you guys of the corners we've taken since we last scored from one. Well, hopefully we won't get up to 100. What was it? 179, something ridiculous like that. Anyway, we are underway here as Pascal Strauch picks up the ball. Here's Joe Rothwell now into Nonto, and then plays it across to Tanaka, who gives it back into Rothwell again. Let me just turn up the audio slightly because I like to be able to. Let's just get the audio up a little bit. Here's Nonto on the left-hand side. Gives it to Firpo and drops it back off here to Rothwell. Whilst I think, look, Byram actually got man of the match. Oh, Aronson dispossessed there. Byram actually got man of the match against Bristol City in that left-back spot. But I did think that we'd still missed Firpo. I think Firpo's attacking ability to be able to give him the ball and kind of know that he's going to keep it. Yeah, you kind of know that Firpo's going to keep the ball. He's pretty press resistant. He's pretty good at holding it now. So I'm kind of more inclined to say that I'd rather have Firpo down that left-hand side. Byram's good defensively, but doesn't offer you enough going forward, in my opinion, if you're going to be a strong attack inside. Here's Rothwell heading that one away, and then Aronson flicks it on one more. Peru tries to head it into Dan James, but Leeds have to restart from the back as that one was cleared. Joel Peru sporting a bit of a different haircut today, by the way. He's kind of... it's not frosted tips. I would say his hair is kind of caramel coloured on the top now. A little bit like the similar colour to what Bogle's hair is. So obviously Bogle's not on the pitch, so we won't be getting confused too much. But yeah, I keep forgetting that it is him. Anyway, here's Byram out on the right wing. Drops it back off to Daniel James now. Tanaka from the corner of the box tries to play it in, and Peru right-footed over the bar there. Unlucky for him. Yeah, James is starting. I don't think... the ball is probably heavier than my dog, so she probably wouldn't even be able to move it. Yeah, Tanaka with a little low ball into the box then, and Peru just couldn't quite get over the ball and direct it into the net. Karen said she would have liked Joseph to start. Yeah, I mean, he'll probably see some game time at some point, but he needs a little bit of time to get back into it, doesn't he? Here's Strauch. Now Rothwell. Rodon, as he comes forward here. Then drops it off to Byram on the right-hand side. Byram into Dan James. Dan James drops it off now to Tanaka, into Aronson, then Byram back again. Tanaka down the line, and then Dan James can't quite get there, not quite on the same wavelength there. Oh, wow, CB. Wow. I don't know why he's not playing Schmidt, to be honest. I think... Look, if... yeah. Do you know what? Because the last game was like the no excuse not to play Schmidt game, because he's a little bit similar in the mould to kind of Firpo. And when Firpo was out, he brought Byram in. And that's kind of... That must be your kind of indicator to go, do you know what, if he's not coming in under those circumstances, why have we signed him? I don't know if he's underperforming in training or he's not quite what's expected when he was signed, but I want to see more of Isaac Schmidt, because I want to be able to make a sort of assessment myself. But of course, Daniel Farke's had that time in training and stuff to assess him, but we haven't. So then we're the ones asking questions, which is frustrating from the fans' point of view, because you've signed someone and you're like, okay, well, I want to see more of them. Here's Tanaka. Now Byram. Into Aronson, and then to Dan James. A little bit static here out on the right wing as the ball gets spread back into the midfield now for Pascal Strauch. Plymouth are sitting very, very deep here, so we do need a way to break them down. Here's Firpo. Down the left-hand side now to Nonto. Nonto trying to go past his man. Ball taken away, though. Bali Mumba is probably their danger man. Someone was asking who's the danger man before. Bali Mumba, I'm surprised didn't get a move, because he's got a lot of potential, I would say. He's plays on the right-hand side, often from full-back. He's absolutely rapid. And he's probably one of their better players. It's just been cleared there by Plymouth in the box. It's going to be a Leeds throw-in. Wayne Rooney looks like one of the Easter Island heads. I've just seen a side view, and it's never occurred to me before. Good ball from Rocco. Oh, no, it was intercepted there. It was just perspective on the camera. Here's ex-Leeds player Adam Forshaw being dispossessed, and then Byram's cross into the box is really, really poor. And it's going to be a Plymouth goal kick. Yeah, Sir Giles saying it's low block time again. Yawn. Yeah, it's not fun, is it, having to play against a low block? They're really not. I mean, look, you would, wouldn't you, if you were Plymouth and you're coming away to if you're Plymouth and you're coming away to Elland Road, you probably are going to play a low block, aren't you? But it's just a bit kind of frustrating for us to watch, but we are the ones in the privileged position. It's kind of first world problems, isn't it? Here's Rodon. Plays a ball, tries to play it out wide there. It's going to be a Leeds United throw in there just inside the Plymouth half. Thrown backwards by Byram. Here's Tanaka. Tanaka across to Strauch now. Strauch to Nonto. Back to Strauch again, and then Rodon. Strauch can come forward here and give the ball to Nonto, who goes past his man. Looking for an option. Here's Firpo. Can he get the ball in the box? No, but he does win Leeds a corner, so let's get ready to change that corner count. I've made a rod from my own back here, haven't I, by I've made a rod for my own back by putting the corners on the screen, because I am going to have to update it every time. But alas, if we score from 1, we can reset it to 0. Taken short. Dan James shoots over the bar. I mean, that was never going to work, was it? I mean, you can pretty much change that to the next number, the corners count, as soon as they take it short. So I don't think it really even counts. I think if Dan James scored from that, I don't think it would count as scoring from a corner. Because he had 3 touches before blazing it over the bar into the stand. Oh yeah, if you haven't already, make sure you hit that like button. We've got 150 people in the chat, but only 45 likes. Let's try and get that like total up to 100. Here's Tanaka, then Rothwell plays it back to Rodon. Strauch. Rodon can charge forward a little bit towards the halfway line. Strauch, Rothwell. Rodon. Back across to Strauch now, who can come forward a little bit. Into the feet of Joe Rothwell. Now Tanaka. Byram. Out wide here to Dan James. Looking to get across into the box, but instead wins Leeds a throw-in near the corner flag. It's going to be Byram to take this one. Now Aronson. Aronson tries to cross that one in. It's over everyone. Firpo heads it towards goal. I'd say it's a shot on target, but goalkeeper just very, very casually picks that one up. Long ball forward there from Plymouth. Picked up here on the left-hand side now, and they go backwards to try and maintain a bit of possession, but long ball straight forward. Do you know what this kit looks like? It looks like a Jamaica kit. It really does look like a Jamaica kit. They've even got green, yellow and black on the sleeves. The Plymouth kit literally looks like it could be playing the Jamaican national team. Any predictions on next goal from corner count? Robin saying, I'm going to say, what did I say? I said 59, didn't I? I can't change it now because I've said it. Ball just on the corner flag there, but they've somehow managed to come away with it here, Plymouth, and then they try and cross it in, but Leeds come away with it now. Again, ball bouncing around, and eventually it goes out for a Leeds. Oh, actually, no, it's a Plymouth throw in here out on the left-hand side. Throw in from Plymouth here. They go back towards the halfway line. Here's Forshaw. Back once again. And then to the goalkeeper. Joel Peru trying to close down a little bit. Nonto maybe helping him out a little bit, but not really. He does block that one out in the end. I have lost the feed though, so that's not good. Oh no, got it back here. 11. Oh, I've lost about a minute's worth of time. I'm gonna have to go on the. Yeah, I've lost a minute's worth of time. I've already watched it, and now I'm gonna have to watch it again. Here's Nonto. Nonto goes to shoot past the post. Only 2% of all corners in the championship resulting in goals, because there's so many big defenders, isn't there? Nonto just cut inside there and he just came across the box and his shot eventually goes wide. I think it will just be a goal kick. Let's have a look. Oh no, it may have taken a deflection. Yeah, just 26 likes now to go to get 100. Good brave header there by Byram, and it allows Leeds to come forward here. Here's Aronson. Tries to slip one through to Joel Peru, and it's just not good enough. That's what Aronson lacks. It's his final ball. Here's Aronson again. Now Rothwell. Firpo. Back to Rothwell again. Out wide here to Nonto, and then back to Rothwell. Rothwell with a little chipped ball over the top towards Junior Firpo. Can he keep it in? No, he can't. It's going to be a goal kick to Plymouth here. Again, bit of a lackluster start from Leeds, I think. But then when you're playing against a low block, the kind of opportunity to actually create chances is few and far between. Long goal kick then from Plymouth up towards the halfway line. Headed on by a Plymouth player and then picked up in the centre of the pitch by Leeds. Here's Peru, tries to bring it down but loses it, but now Firpo wins it back. Here is Firpo after getting the ball back off Nonto, now across to Joe Rodon. Rodon charging forward here towards the halfway line. Gives it to Tanaka as the sensible option, who spreads the play now out to the left-hand side for Rothwell, who can come forward and give the ball to Firpo. Now back into Rothwell. Dropped back off to Strauch and now Rodon. Here's Tanaka. Now Byram. Down the line here for Aronson. Chance for him to get the ball in the box. It's going to be a Leeds corner kick. We're going to make it 18. It's going to be Rothwell to take this corner. Rothwell then with two arms up. Rothwell's corner comes in, headed away by Plymouth. Still alive here for Leeds. Here's Aronson, goes to shoot, deflected away. Or blocked away at least. It's going to go out for a Plymouth throw-in the end, actually, after all that. Isn't it remarkable how... I mean, I don't know what his injury record's been like since he left Leeds, but for Adam Forshaw's in actual working shape, in working order, as soon as he leaves Leeds. Welcome, Martin. I'm here for the insight and the mayhem. Yeah. Little ball flicked on there by Dan James. Sure, that was a push in the back there from the Plymouth defender, but they're going to give it as a Plymouth throw in there because it's Leeds. Throw in here now to Plymouth. On the left-hand side, just inside the Leeds half. Ball down the lines, headed away by Rodon. Headed back again by the Plymouth player, and then away by Rodon again. Byram trying to clear that one down the line as it stayed in. No, it's going to be another throw-in to Plymouth here. Throw-in comes in down the line. Good tackle by Rodon. And then Aronson gives away a free kick just outside the Leeds United box, over to the left-hand side near the corner of the box. It was a good foot there, and then Aronson came in from behind afterwards and fouled the, I think it was Sorinola. When does the ban, like the 5 yellow card ban thing, stop? How long's that? I mean, it's pretty good timing because it's just as Verber has come back from injury, but hopefully he still doesn't get a yellow card. Rodon. I don't know when it rolls over till. It's going to be Forshaw to take this one. Not till December. God, yeah. There's no chance on earth that Rodon makes it all the way without getting a 1-game ban. Tanaka does well there, but in eventually it goes out for a throw-in. One's going to go out of play there, and it's going to be a Leeds throw-in. Sorry, a Plymouth throw-in, I think, actually, in the end. Yeah. Not many decisions going our way, but they're not meant to have, if you get what I mean. Like, we just seem to keep being on the wrong side of things. Throw-in here from Plymouth, headed away by Firpo. And again away by Firpo. Now Tanaka gets a foot in, and then gets brought down there by... Gets brought down there by the Plymouth midfielder. It's going to be Leeds to take this free kick now. Dan James puts that one right across the face of the box, and it's cleared away there. There was nobody there in the middle. Would have been a really good ball if he had a striker running into that space, but in the end, just cleared away. Here's Rothwell. Played back to Rodon, now Strauch. Firpo. Strauch. Rodon. Rothwell. Back to Rodon again. Rodon looking for an option here. Gives the ball to Tanaka. He's got a little bit of space around him now. Out to Nonto, and then Firpo gives him the 1-2, and it goes down the line. Nonto tries to put it across the box. It's going to be another Leeds corner here. Remember when we used to get a corner in the ground? You'd go, everyone would be going Leeds as we get in a corner. Probably no point ever doing that again because it never results in anything for us. Rothwell then, 2 arms up, puts the corner in the box. Cleared away at the front post, much as I thought it would be. For Dan James, and then cleared away in the end. Brought down there by Plymouth, but Leeds do well to win that one back through Tanaka. Now Rodon all the way back to Meslier. I must say I've barely had to say Mellier's name, so they haven't really threatened. It's just that we haven't really been able to break down their low block. You can just see them. I think it's a bank of 4, a bank of 5, and just the one up top. I think they might be playing 5 at the back, you know. Yeah, they are. It's a bank of 5. They're playing 5-4-1. We're underway again here. The free kick was happening whilst the replay was being shown. But here's Dan James. Tries to get it across the box. Cleared away, but now Byram has it. Tanaka. Here's Rodon. Across to Pascal Strauch. Rothwell. Firpo. Back to Rothwell again. Here's Aronson. Tanaka. Firpo. Firpo with a little chipped ball into the box. does come out to Byram, who tries to put it in, and then, oh, Joel Peru hit that one on the volley, curled it around the goalkeeper. It hit the bottom of the post and bounced out. Really, really unlucky there from Joel Peru. Really, really unlucky. Came from nothing, really. Firpo dinked that one into the box, away by the fullback, and then Byram straight back into the box, and Peru did really well to deal with that as it came at him quite hard, and he just tried to wrap his foot around the ball, and so nearly worked. Really unlucky there for Leeds. Long ball forward then from the goalkeeper. Headed away by Strauch. Throw in here to Plymouth. Thrown down the line. Now Firpo collects it. Here's Nonto. Nonto fouled again. It's going to be a Leeds free kick. Firpo tried to send that one long over the top to Dan James, but it just it went all the way through to the goalkeeper. Long goal kick then from the Plymouth goalkeeper. Tanaka challenges against Forshaw, but in the end it bounces to Rodon. Here's Peru. Tries to play a ball down the line to Nonto. Can he get there? In the end, Nonto just has to put it out for a throw-in. There was no way he's going to be able to control it, so he puts out for a throw-in, which puts Plymouth under some pressure in their own corner. I don't want to see the replay. I want to see what's happening right now. Oh, he was offside. Joel Pereira for that volley that he hit. He was offside anyway. Yeah, Leeds have just... See, this is why I didn't want to see the replay, because Leeds have just had a shot that either the goalkeeper saved or it hit the post again. And I didn't get to see it because he was showing me a replay of before. Nonto. Mumba trying to tackle him here. Mumba has tackled him. Now Mumba tries to get away from Firpo. See, Mumba's just gone past Firpo now. See what I mean about Mumba being their best player? He's just skinned a few Leeds players and then played a nice little dinked pass inside. That's too heavy, that ball. It goes out of the over the Plymouth player's head, and it's going to be a Leeds throw-in. Ooh, it was a strike from Tanaka, that other one that nearly went in. The goalkeeper saved it. Here's Dan James, cross that one into the box. Peru just headed away there by Plymouth, and now Tanaka comes in and wins it. Now Firpo tries to go past Mumba, brought down, and it's going to be a Leeds free kick. Teams around us will drop points. I think Sunderland play Burnley Monday. Question mark. Yeah, well, someone's dropping points in that situation, aren't they? Not sure who I'd rather it be, to be honest. I think a draw might be best for us. Excuse me. Firpo and Rothwell stood over this one. Options for an outswinger or an inswinger here. There's a lot of players on the edge of that box. And the referee's coming in to have a word with them because they are all pushing and shoving each other. Firpo plays that one into the box, headed away though. Rodon might be able to pick that one up, and he does. He wins Leeds a throw in there, Rodon. Would imagine that Byron would want to come across and take this. Here's Rodon. Now Rothwell. Strauch on the edge. Here's Rothwell again. Nice ball out wide to Dan James, but Dan James is offside according to the linesman over there on the right-hand side. Just got to watch you run there. It was a good idea from Rothwell, good ball, but Dan James just got to hold his run for a second longer. Let's have a look. Nah, I think he's onside, you know. I think he's onside. I mean, it's very tight. Long ball forward then from the goalkeeper. Headed away by Byram. Flicked on by Dan James. Peru trying to win the second ball, and then it's going to go out for a Leeds throw-in on the right-hand side. Just on the halfway line. Here's Rodon. Now Rothwell. Rothwell comes charging forward here, tries to get the ball through a gap to Firpo, but can't quite. Now Mumba's having to deal with it in his own box, and he clears it only as far as Strauch. Now Rothwell, and Tanaka gives it back. Here is Tanaka. Byram. Back into Tanaka. Now Rothwell. Happy to let us have the ball, Plymouth, when it's Rothwell and Tanaka out at that distance. It's going to be a Leeds corner again. We're going to hit corner number 20 before half-time. Let's see what happens here. Tell you what, against a low block, it would be lovely to score from a corner, because then they have to come out, and you've not really had to work for it either. Rothwell. Ball floated in. Headed away as far as Dan James. Dan James shoots. Oh my God, what a goal. Oh my God, what a goal. It was like it was just running away from him. Dan James just shoots from the edge of the box and just puts it right in the top corner. It was like he kind of like poked a foot at it last second, and it just flies in the corner of the net from the edge of the box. Great goal from Dan James, 1-0 to Leeds. I wasn't really even expecting that to go in. That's why I kind of didn't react that much. But what a goal. Dan James, top corner. So the ball comes in from the corner. It's headed away as far as Nonto taps it to Dan James. And then Dan just kind of pokes it, and it flies in the top corner from the edge of the box. I don't think that counts as a goal from a corner kick, does it? That's a great goal. Dan James puts it right in the top corner. I don't think that counts as a goal from a corner. We're underway again. Here's Aronson. Now Firpo. That counts, does it? I think it's scummy to have that count. I want a goal from a corner to be the ball gets crossed into the box. The ball gets crossed into the box and somebody heads it straight into the net. That's a goal from a corner for me. Here's Tanaka. Leeds queuing up now to try and have a shot. Ball comes into the box, headed away there. Now Dan James trying to get it back across the box here. It comes to the edge. Tanaka strikes it, bobbling around. Joel Peru pokes it in for 2-0. Oh, it is. It's onside. It's onside. It's 2-0. Joel Peru pokes it in for 2-0. Well, I'll tell you what. That's exactly what you wanted to happen, isn't it? 2-0. The ball just bobbling around in the box there. It just drops perfectly for Peru. He just gets there a millisecond. I'm talking hardly any time at all before the goalkeeper could get there. And he just pokes it past the goalkeeper. Ball comes out to Dan James and he tries to cross it in. It actually deflects off the back of Sorinola's head. Then Tanaka's ball, it just bounces off a few different Plymouth players and drops at the feet of Peru. It's really unlucky for them. It just comes off a couple of their players and Peru just gets the chance to poke it in. You've got to feel sorry for Plymouth at that point, haven't you? That was very unlucky from them. But, look, 2-0 up, that means that they have to come out and try and attack us now. It means that they have to come out and try and attack us, which might mean we'll score more goals, which can only be a good thing. So unless they keep it tight till half-time and then come up with a game plan... Well, Leeds have won the ball back here, though. Here's Tanaka as they come forward. In numbers here. Ball... Nonto falls over, but Piru's going to try and go and get there ahead of Mumba. Ball still in there as Plymouth try and play it forward. Here's Strauch. Now Firpo. How long's Rooney been in charge now at Plymouth? Must have been a while now. Or is it just the start of this season? Here's Strauch. Now Aronson. Strauch again. Oh, it's going to be a Plymouth throw in that because the ball came off Firpo in the end. Start of the season, yeah, so not too long, yeah. I mean, the thing is, it's very harsh to sack a manager after... In the Championship, because we are obviously, on paper, one of the best teams in the league, it's very difficult to send a manager to Leeds away, them lose, and then sack them for that, because most teams are going to lose at Leeds away. He's having a word now, Rooney with his assistant. I think it looks really unprofessional having an AirPod in. Like, there's stuff that looks more like it's official microphone stuff to communicate, doesn't it? Rather than having one AirPod in. Surely you can't really hear in a stadium with an AirPod. It's going to be a Leeds throw in here. They're going to try and take it quickly. Here's Rothwell. Ball out wide to Nonto. Drops back into Firpo here. Firpo at walking pace, just looking for an option. Gives it to Nonto. Gives it back again to Rothwell. Yeah, you must have missed that bit, Rob, because I was saying that their kit is just like a Jamaica kit. Because the sleeve is even like the Jamaica flag. It's green, black and yellow. And the main portion of the kit's yellow. Like, this could well easily be a... it could easily be a Jamaica kit. Yeah, but Chewy, I think he's only got one ear in as well, so the other ear is obviously not getting any cancellation. Dan James crosses across the box, headed away by Mumba at the back post, and Nonto, of course, is vertically challenged, so he's never going to win that header. Did well, though, Dan James, to get the ball across. Just a bit too much on it. Another corner, though. Here's Nonto. Nonto goes to shoot. Headed away by a Plymouth player, and that's going to be another corner kick. So now we're up to 21. I'm definitely not counting that as a goal from a corner. It's a great goal, but I'm not counting it as a goal from a corner, surely. Rothwell then to take another corner here. Ball into the box, cleared away. That's 22. Now Nonto. Quite deep here, gives the ball to Rodon. Tanaka comes back and gets it. Ball out wide now to Dan James. Strauch. Peru. Rothwell. Rothwell across now to Tanaka. Dan James. Little left-footed ball into the box. Peru's brought it down there. He goes for a back heel. It's 3-0. Brendan Aronson comes in at the back post to make it 3-0. Tell you what, 3-0 up just before half time. You couldn't have dreamed for it, could you? Perfect. That's great. That's just what we needed. Aronson just coming in to pick up the bits at the back post, puts it in the bottom corner. Great stuff. So Tanaka, for those of you who aren't watching, Tanaka played the ball out to the right-hand side for Dan James. He cut inside, crossed it in with his left foot. Peru brought it down in the box and back-heeled it. It got deflected off a defender, but dropped straight for Brendan Aronson at the back post, who just left-footed, slotted it into the bottom corner. Would have been nice if Peru's back heel had gone in first time, wouldn't it? But yeah, bounced straight back to Aronson there. Firpo's just going to let Melier come out and pick that one up. Oh no, he's going to take it with his feet and clear it down the line. At times, you do wonder about teams like this. Because they've not attempted to attack at all. They literally haven't even tried to attack. And they're 3-0 down before half-time. It's like, you may as well actually try. Dan James just comes and takes it off Forshaw there. Forshaw was always the player who never gave the ball away, and it seems like he might have lost that now. So Jal asking for a 5-0 now, maybe. Here's Nonto down the left-hand side. Tries to square it across the box, but it's cleared by Plymouth. It's going to be a Leeds throw-in. But yeah, I just wonder what the game plan is with teams like Plymouth. Like, you come to Elland Road, like, sometimes I think you may as well just have a go, because they haven't... It's been like a training exercise where it's attack against defence. It's like... I've done training exercises at football before where it's attack against defence. So like what's happening now, Leeds have the ball in the opposition half. Plymouth's job, so one set of bibs' job, is to just sit in, defend, and when they get the ball back, all they've got to do is get the ball to the halfway line and then the whole drill resets. That's what this feels like. Here's Aronson. Rothwell. Oh, Rothwell tries to play it back to Aronson. Somehow Leeds still keep it, even though that heavy touch. Here's Dan James. Goes to shoot again, blocked. Rothwell. Oh no, Strout comes and picks it up this time. Here's Nonto. Up against Mumba. Tries to play it inside there to Aronson, I think it was, but Plymouth can come away with the ball here. And Tanaka just wins it back instantly. Here's Rothwell. Yeah, they haven't had a shot at all. Never mind just a shot on target, as Karen's saying. But this is what I mean. It's just like a training game. It's like, what's the point? What is the point in them? Here's Strauch. Tanaka. Oh, I was really unlucky there. A really good ball over the top towards Byram. I think maybe if that was Bogle, he might have been able to get there, but because it's Byram, just goes past him and out for a goal kick to Plymouth. It's going to be a goal kick here. I'd imagine he's going to hoof this long. Headed away by Rodon with ease. No one even challenges for it. Rothwell wins that one back, but loses it under his feet. And now Strauch can... I think that... Surely that should have been a Leeds throw-in. No, it's a Plymouth throw-in up in an attacking position here. Mumba to take it. Oh, it's going to be somebody else now. Mumba's not taking it. It's Suts. Long throwing comes in anyway. Flicked on. Melier can come and catch that one. Very easy for him. I still don't think that'll count as a shot. Here's Firpo. Across now to Tanaka. Carries it forwards here, Tanaka. Out to the right-hand side for Byram. Now forward here to Dan James. Down the line now to Brendan Aronson. Good turn by Aronson. Byram with good feet. Fouled there by Adam Forshaw. And it's going to be a free kick to Leeds. Don't say that, Sajal. Just need Nonto to score, then all the strikers have one. Chance for us to get the ball in the box here from a set piece. Hull beating Portsmouth 1-0. Still haven't taken this free kick yet, by the way. Crossed into the box. Bouncing around. Strauch. Rodon. No, it's cleared away in the end. It's going to be a free kick to Plymouth. Goalkeeper's going to take this one. Two minutes added on to the first half. Just 2 minutes. Strauch heads that one away, and it's going to be a Plymouth throw-in. Thrown down the line then, headed away by Firpo, and then Rothwell challenges it. Here's Tanaka, back to Strauch, and now Melier with the ball. Here's Rodon. Strauch now. Into Rothwell. Rothwell plays that one across to Rodon, and now out wide to Byram. Byram back to Rodon just on the halfway line. Leeds just kind of stroking the ball around until half time here. Just about 50 seconds to go of this first half. Rothwell goes on a mazy little run there just to play the ball back to Rodon again. Here's Nonto coming down the left-hand side now. Dropped off to Strauch, now Tanaka. Here's Firpo. Strauch. Tanaka. Firpo. Tanaka again. Tanaka tried to play a little ball through there, but it's cut out, and now Rodon can play their clearance back to Melier. Now Strauch. 3 seconds to go of this first half. Firpo plays it forwards, and then I think that's going to be it for the first half. 3-0 then at half time. What a great result for us in the first half. Goals from Dan James, Joel Peru, and Brendan Aronson. I am just going to reset the PC. And yeah, I'll be back shortly. So when the screen goes black, don't run away, because I will be back. I'm just doing a little bit of a reset and having a short break. So we will be back very, very soon. So yeah, don't go anywhere. Hello, we are back. Chewbacca saying reset PC and go for a PC. Great stuff. Great stuff. First half, Goz is saying, yeah, look, I mean, we couldn't really have asked for much better, could we, to be honest, than that first half performance of, well, tell you what, the performance wasn't great, but to get 3 goals is really, really good. Leeds fans are shouting Rooney for the Saki and saying, yeah, I would imagine that's, yeah, I can believe that is more what I mean. Tasha saying, hopefully we go for the jugular and put 7, 8 past them. Oh, I'd love to. Dan James's strike, such a weird one. No, it doesn't look like he gets enough power on it for it even to get that high and that far. But it just kind of, he just pokes it. It's like a toe poke and it just floats into the top corner. It was a great goal. But yeah, look, I think Leeds have well and truly shown their class and the kind of quality of player that we've got in that first half. And I would love to see us go on and score some more, you know, because yeah, I mean, this is the second one. Ball comes out to Nonto, taps. Oh no, sorry, this is the first one, and then Dan James just pokes it in the top corner. Great goal, really, really good finish in the end from him. Such quick feet and must be a toe poke. Yeah, let's have a look here. Looked like it was actually a little bit of a bad touch, and then he saw, oh, there's people on me already, and then he just puts it in. Just go, oh, I'll just put it in the top corner then. Don't worry about that. I'll just put it in the top corner. Class. Unbelievable finish. Yeah, look, Clive saying we need to get in the habit of punishing teams. We have had a tendency, haven't we, to really back off, really kind of slow things down and just stop putting the pressure on. But I would like us to go for it in this game. I would like us to go and get a few more goals, or at least to try. Second one was Piru, where it just kind of dropped to his feet. I don't know how that wasn't offside. It looked really offside when it first happened. And that's why after it went in, I went, oh my God, it's not offside. Because it just looked like he was stood in an offside position. It must have been the last defender back was just playing him on. I want to see it from another angle. I'd imagine that they're probably going to show us from a couple of angles here. So I just want to get a quick look at this. Come on, play it again. Tanjay's man of the match so far. So here it is. Byron crosses it into the box. And then Dan James. Oh, no. Yeah, I want to see it from a side angle. Or was it because it came off a Plymouth player last? It wasn't an attempted pass. When Tanaka hit the shot, he was onside. Right. It just looked offside from the way I was looking at it. But yeah, Dan James is underrated, and I think he's been really good. At one of our most consistent players over the last couple of seasons in the Championship. Just hope that if we do go up, I hope he can translate it, because I like him as a player. I like what he gives to the team. I wouldn't go that far, William. Well, tell you what, I'm saying I wouldn't go that far. Tanaka's a great player, but I don't think he's in the same mould. He's not the same type of player as Pablo. Is Dan James the best player in the league? I don't think Dan James is the best player in the league. I think he's on his day he can be, but he's not always. He's not always up at that kind of level. Farker doesn't like embarrassing poor teams, does he? I don't get why, because it's not. Look, if you were doing silly celebrations and doing little flicks and tricks and taking the mick, then yeah, maybe I could understand an argument for it. Even then, I probably wouldn't be asked. But as a manager, but just putting a team to the sword and just going and putting a load of goals past them, I mean, it's your job to entertain the fans who pay to watch. So therefore, just keep scoring as many goals as you possibly can. Surely that is the argument. keep mistaking Peru for Bamford with his new hairdo. Yeah, I don't think he's actually changed his style or anything. I think he's just dyed it slightly. I mean, I don't think it's a great dye job, but it's just a bit different, isn't it? Yeah, goal difference is important, so if you could get some more goals, it would be helpful. Let's have a little look. EFL Championship. Let's have a little look at what's gone on around the grounds then. So... 23rd of October. How have I just gone all this far back? Okay, so this round of fixtures, Luton West Brom was 1-1 yesterday. Stoke beat Derby 2-1 in the early kickoff, as well as Swansea beating Oxford United 2-1 in the early kickoff. And Sheffield United beat Blackburn 2-0. Leeds, of course, are 3-0 up against Plymouth. Then you've got, at half-time in all the other games, you've got Hull City 1, Portsmouth 0, half-time. QPR Sunderland 0-0. Preston 0, Bristol City 1. Cardiff City 0, Norwich City 0. And Wednesday, Watford is 1-1. Coventry Middlesbrough is 1-0 to Coventry with a red card to Middlesbrough, which I'm imagining probably was a penalty. No, it wasn't actually. No, it wasn't. It was an unrelated incident. I think Borja Sainz is still the league leader in terms of. For some reason, my scroll wheel won't work on Google, but seems normal. I know it is now. Yeah, I'm just trying to look at the. Oh, here you go. Stat leaders. So Joel Peru on 5 goals is joint third with Duncan Watmore, Edo Kayembe, Haji Wright, Josh Brownhill, and Tom Cannon, all on 5 goals. And Borja Sainz is on 10 with Josh Madger on 8. Borja Sainz plays off the left as well. He's a left midfielder and he's on 10 goals after what? 13 games? That's mental. That's mental days. I want to see a Nonto goal in the second half. Lockbones is saying, yeah, it would be nice to see everybody get in on the action. I'd like to see a Tanaka goal as well. Is that Andre Gray? How old is he now? He's coming off the bench for. He's coming off the bench for Plymouth, by the way, Andre Gray. Oh, he's only 33. I was gonna say only. He's not that old for a footballer. Where was he before he went to? Oh, he's married to one of the lasses from the Little Mix. I was gonna say the Saturdays, but from Little Mix. Who was he at before he went to? He was at Watford. He went from Watford to QPR on loan. He then went to Aris, which is Greek. Then he went to Al Riyadh in Saudi Arabia, and now he's coming back to Plymouth. 2 appearances, 1 goal. And he actually plays for the Jamaican national team, so he's basically playing in his home kit. Anyway, that bit of trivia out the way. We're back underway here, 3-0 up at half time. Long ball forward there from the Plymouth goalkeeper. His Forshaw. Back to the defence here, and they're going to go all the way back to the goalkeeper. Long ball forward there from Leeds. Cleared away. Ogbeta has come off and Gray has come on. Ball out to the right-hand side now for Plymouth. Their first chance to really get forward here. And it's actually going to be a Leeds goal kick, you know. Really good defending by Tanaka. His block actually made the ball come back off Sorinola, the Plymouth player, and go out for a Leeds goal kick. Here's Strauch. Firpo now. Firpo gives the ball away there to Sorinola. And then he gives a free kick away, just on the halfway line. Would be nice to get some more goals, wouldn't it? Here's the Plymouth goalkeeper with the ball. Bit unsure of what to do with it. Gives it to Forshaw and then clears it. Rodon heads it down there, trying to get it to Byron, but it's a little bit past him, so he does have to turn on it, and he's made the Plymouth player fall over. Oh, great little step over the ball there from Dan James for it to get to Aronson down the line. Now back to Tanaka. Across now to Strauch. Derek saying Gray scored last week against Preston, ended up drawing 3-3 from 3-0 down. Well, hopefully that's not an omen. I mean, look, that doesn't happen twice, does it? And Preston are losing currently to Bristol City, so you can kind of tell what standard they are, considering how bad our game was against Bristol City. Here's Nonto. Comes forward with it. Wins it back, even though I thought he probably was fouled there. And it's going to be a Leeds throw-in. Is that going to go out for a Leeds corner kick? No, it's going to be a Plymouth goal kick there as the ball just bounces over the top of Joel Peru. Goal kick to be taken now. Again, takes it long, as far as he possibly can. Won by Strauch. What I also don't get is, like, look, in the first half I was talking about how some of these teams play as if they're in a training drill and their job is to get the ball to the halfway line and they're done then. But the other thing I think is as well, what is the point? What is the point sending the ball up as far as you possibly can with the goalkeeper when in this game it's been proven that Strauch and Rodon just win the headers every single time? They haven't even got a big target man up front to play off. So therefore, what are you doing by hitting it long? You're not helping anyone. You're just losing. You basically, half the reason why we've had such high possession and they've had such low possession is because every time they get the ball back with a little bit of a chance to breathe at a goal kick, Tanaka shoots, slices it. Every time they get a chance to have a bit of a breather with the ball at a goal kick and maybe play out, they send everybody up the pitch, so their furthest back defender is on the halfway line, and they just absolutely launch the ball. So it just, and then Strauch or Rodon just wins it back. Just like, what's the point? Like, you're not actually playing the same sport, are you? Which is must be Wayne Rooney's genius tactics. It's going to be a Leeds throw in there after it was tackled out by Sorinola. Firpo then with the throw in. Here's Tanaka, now Rodon. Back to Strauch. Firpo. Tanaka. It's so easy for him to just turn out and give the ball to Byram there. Byram's got a bit of space here to come up towards the halfway line. Now, Aronson. Dan James. Dan James with his left foot puts the ball into the box. Good defending there by the Plymouth man. I've got to say, I thought that would have been a corner kick there to Leeds. Not that it would have made much difference, but I think it would have been a corner kick. Let's have a look. It came off the... I can't tell if it came off the defender or Peru in the end, but it was a good idea, good ball into the box. But again, they send everybody up the pitch. He leathers it long, the goalkeeper, Grimshaw. Leeds win it back instantly. Oh, look, they've given it away. And then Forshaw has just kicked it straight into touch for a Leeds goal kick. Excuse me. So, what is the point? What is the point of them sending it that long? Here's Tanaka. Long ball forward here towards Peru. Peru gets a little flick on here and now, oh, good defending there by Forshaw it was in the end. Ball just bobbled all the way through. Saints has scored again. That's ridiculous, isn't it? Long ball forward again here. Won straight back by Strauch. Andre Gray penalised for pulling the shirt of Pascal Strauch. Here's Meslier. Greenwood has scored for Preston. Here's Meslier. Now Tanaka. Meslier sends that one long. Back to Meslier again. Meslier now just rolling the ball out to himself. And this time he sends it long. Up towards Dan James, who wins the header. Then Tanaka. Forshaw keeps it in for Plymouth though, and now they have the ball back. Mumbo's now out on the left-hand side, but Forshaw's just given the ball away to Joel Peru. Peru down the right-hand side. Good little touch there, good little foot from Peru, and I didn't think it was a foul, but Forshaw goes down. It's going to be a Plymouth free kick in their kind of like left-back position. Oh, yeah, we are slacking off a little bit, I think. I don't think we're particularly going for more goals out. Like, it doesn't look like it anyway. Another throw in here to Plymouth. Headed away by Rodon. Gonna go straight back to the throw-in taker again. Here's Tanaka winning it back. Oh, it's gonna be a free kick now to Plymouth. becoming a little bit more stop-start and a bit bitty, which is probably not what Leeds want in terms of the way that we play. Forshaw stands over this one. He's got Mumba kind of adjacent to him, but he's not going to... there's a chance he just passes it to Mumba, and he's got a bit of a chance to run down the left. Dan James is on his own as the wall. Well, I'm not really sure there needed to be a wall for a free kick like this. It's sent long into the box. Tanaka has it at the back post, and he's actually won Leeds a goal kick. Done really well there. Here's Rodon. Now Aronson. Oh, Aronson. Oh no, Leeds have kept it in somehow. I'm not sure I believe that was in still, but Plymouth do have the ball back though. And then cleared away by the Plymouth goalkeeper. Tanaka chests that one down. He's been dispossessed there, Tanaka, which doesn't happen very often. But Leeds have won the ball back straight away anyway. With Byram. Byram with a great ball down the line here to Aronson. Can he get it across the box? He's up against Forshaw. Great ball across the box. There's nobody there to score it. And then Firpo would have been in on goal. But it was a foul against the Plymouth player, so it's going to be a free kick. Yeah, Aronson cut back there. He went past Forshaw and get the ball into the box, but Sorinola was able to clear it. Excuse me. Ball back here now with the Plymouth defence again. Back to the goalkeeper, Grimshaw. Long ball forward. Headed away by Byram. Picked up by Andre Gray here. Now Forshaw. Played all the way back to the Plymouth goalkeeper and now out to the left-hand side. And the Plymouth players just played it straight into touch. Here's Rodon. Strauch. Rothwell. Now Firpo. Strauch, Rodon. Back to Rothwell, now back to Strauch, who takes a touch forward here and plays it out now to Firpo. Tanaka here. Rothwell, back to Strauch. Byram into the feet of Aronson. Aronson trying to turn, but the midfielder is all over him. Horton it is. He was just absolutely all over him. It's going to be Rothwell to take it. Plymouth making a sub then. Bringing off a lad who looks like he's about 14 for a lad who looks like he's about 15. Oh no, the other lad doesn't look that young. Oh, it's Bundu. We've played against him before. It was Roberts off for Bundu. Rothwell, Strauk, Firpo, Rothwell, Strauk, Tanaka, Strauk, Rothwell, Strauk. Leeds just play around them so easily here. Here's Tanaka again. Across to Rothwell. Aronson back to Rodon, then forward again to Byram. Byram back to Rodon here. Rodon with the ball forward there to Aronson. Really good pass, actually. Aronson to Rothwell, who can carry that one forward in his stride. Here's Nonto on the edge. Nonto tries to play it back out to Dan James, but the ball comes off a Plymouth play, but Leeds do eventually win it back. Here's Tanaka now. To Aronson, out wide now. Ball tries to come across the box from Firpo there. Took a little nick off the defender, I think, and then just ends up bobbling into the goalkeeper's arms. Bournemouth are 2-0 up against Man City. I'm sorry, but I said when I was in York in I think it was an Airbnb thing, and it was just about, well, I was thinking that Iraola was going to get announced as Leeds manager, and I'd made that video, a tactical video on him, and I said how Iraola was basically Bielsa with a little bit more pragmatism in the way he wanted to play, Andoni Iraola, and I said he'd be great for Leeds. I said I would absolutely love him as our manager, and he's doing really well at Bournemouth, and it's just another one of those sliding doors moments where you miss out on a really good manager and you end up down in the Championship. It's just really frustrating. A couple of players getting warmed up for Leeds. Looks like Verba, Schmidt, Gilavogi, Matteo Joseph. Terrible free kick there from Melier, and it goes out for a Plymouth throw-in right by Daniel Farker's technical area. Dan James does well to poke that one to Nonto. Turns on it. Dropped off now to Firpo. Firpo coming forward. Now Nonto. Nonto's cross headed away. Comes out to Firpo though, and then there's a slide tackle on Firpo when Firpo wasn't even anywhere near the ball. It was Forshaw actually, so I don't think Firpo will be getting too angry. Here's Firpo. It's hard to believe that Forshaw was ever starting in a Premier League team, isn't it? And Arne Slot as well was one that Leeds were attempting to get. Arne Slot and what was the other one? Arne Slot, Iraola, Emery, all of these managers that have come and gone that we never took. Here's Aronson. Aronson still trying to win the ball back. And in the end, I think it's Bundu just runs it into touch and Leeds can give the get the throw in now. Here's Byram back to Rodon, then across to Strauk and now Tanaka. Here's Rodon. Strauk. Tanaka. Back to Rodon. Here's Peru, come deep for it. Now the ball with Aronson. Into Nonto, who's in the box. Shoots just past the post. He's pulled it there, his shot slightly. Difficult chance to take there from Nonto, but it was the first one where you actually had a Leeds player running at the goalkeeper in the box there. So, yeah, unlucky for him. But good ball by Aronson to get him into the box. Now you see what Nonto's trying to do. He's going for that far corner, but he just didn't quite make the shot. Leeds making a couple of substitutions now. Manor Solomon is going to come on, and so is Matteo Joseph. So Brendan Aronson is coming off. Matteo Joseph is going to come on for him. Which means that I would expect Peru to probably drop into the 10. And then when Solomon comes on, I would imagine that he's going to come on for Dan James, and go out on that right-hand side and leave Nonto out on the left. Good game by Dan James, of course. Daniel Farker just trying to make sure that he doesn't get injured again. So Solomon comes on. Oh, Joel Peru comes forward with it. Bolton Nonto now. Oh, good sliding tackle there by the Plymouth defender. I am going to be back in about 30 seconds. I just need to go and unlock the front door, so apologies. Just after this attack, after the ball goes out, here's Solomon. Drops it off now to Tanaka. Now Joel Peru. I am leaving. Now Byram. Byram to Nonto. Nonto looking for a chance to cross the ball into the box. Joel Peru shoots. Deflecting, the goalkeeper picks it up. I'll be back in a sec. Hello, I am back. Unfortunately, I've turned the timer off though. So you're going to have to bear with me whilst I get the timer back to the minute that we're actually on. The screen's going to go black and it's going to go onto the second half timer. So you just have to give me a minute, unfortunately. 68:43. Yeah, that'll do. Oh, it just changed it. Didn't change. Great. Anyway, we've not scored again or anything. Let me just try and change it again. We'll just have to leave it at that. It's about 10-15 seconds behind, but anyway, here's Solomon on the left-hand side. He is offside, so that's going to be a free kick. Free kick here to Plymouth. Yeah, I need a more effective way of doing it, to be honest, Robert. It drives me insane. It's one of those things where I just did it for the first time and it's like just set and forget and just never improve it. Joel Peru trying to win that ball back, but can't quite. He's fallen over of his own accord there, Mumba, and it's going to be a Leeds throw-in. Tanaka. To Rodon. Now Rothwell. Rodon again. Firpo. Here's Solomon now. Into Nonto, who tries to play it forward into Solomon's path, but it's cleared away by the Plymouth defender there. He's Byram now, down the line for Nonto. Can he get a ball into the box? He can. Headed away, and it's going to be a Leeds corner kick. Good bit of defending there, to be fair, from that last attack for Leeds, but hopefully can get someone on the end of this and just make it 4-0. Rothwell then to take. Rothwell plays it in towards the back post. Headed away. Tanaka now. Little ball into the box there. It's not quite gone to plan. But Peru wins the header and it goes back to Rodon here on the halfway line. Now Tanaka. Over now to Nonto and then back to Strauk. Here's Tanaka. Nonto. Into Firpo's feet, but he's tackled, but Strauk comes along and wins it, and his ball's actually gone all the way down the line here for Mateo Joseph now. Mateo Joseph trying to come into the box. It's going to be a Plymouth goal kick there as the ball cannoned off Joseph before it went out. Oh, Gilavogi's going to make his debut. Which now means, I'll tell you what, I've got a stat for you all. And I will credit the person in a minute, but first I'm going to claim it for myself at first. We've only ever had one debutant at home to Plymouth, and it was Jack Mann in January 1932. That's courtesy of Andrew Stats. Oi! Shh! Does Farker hate Schmidt? Yeah, he's bringing on... it looks like he's bringing on Gilavogi, and it looks like he's also bringing on Chambers for his... I think that'll be Chambers' senior debut as well, won't it? So Nonto comes off, Chambers comes on, and Gilavogi looks like he's going to come on as well. She was on the bed in the background, Goz, for like most of that first half. It might be Chewy. It might be. So Rothwell comes off and Gilavogi comes on. Chambers is the youth player that scored against Harrogate in the... what do you call it? He scored against Harrogate in the first pre-season game. Sam Chambers. She's a Pomeranian, Goz. Gilavogi back to Strauk. Gilavogi's first touch as a Leeds player. Gets the ball back to Strauk. He is a big bloke, isn't he, Gilavogi? He comes forward with it. Plays a nice ball out to Byram. Gets it back here, Gilavogi. Now to Pascal Strauk. Rodon. Strauk again. Solomon. Now Tanaka. Gilavogi again into Sam Chambers. Plays it to Byram and gets it back again. Gilavogi. Now Tanaka into Piru. Good little turn from Piru. Tries to play the ball into Chambers. Chambers gets the ball across the box. Unlucky for Chambers. It could have been his first assist, but it was cleared away there by the Plymouth defence. And Mateo Joseph trying to chase this one down. Plymouth are sitting back pretty much, yeah. Got nothing to lose really, have you? Just go for it. Sorinola tackles Firpo and the referee says that one is foul. So it's going to be a Leeds free kick. Here's Tanaka. Firpo. Strauch. Solomon. Inside now to Tanaka. I can't remember what that is. Oh, yeah, I do know what a Vizsla is. I had to Google it. That's what I was doing then. Sorry to give you no context for that. Oh, ball back here with Joel Peru on the edge. Peru over the bar. Poor shot in the end. Poor shot in the end. Just kind of lifted it over the bar there. Yes, the slide tackle did come in on him, but there was never any conviction in the strike, really. It was just kind of attempted to float it into the top corner, but just floated over the bar. Tanaka wins that header twice, actually. Double header. Gilavogi with his big long legs stretches out and gets a foot on that one. It's going to be a throw in though to. It's going to be a throw in to Plymouth. Ball at the back now. Is it horribly entitled? I was trying to read that, Mark, and trying to understand what you meant. Is it horribly entitled to say a 3-0 full-time win after leading 3-0 at half-time would feel a bit flat, anticlimactic? I just think it's the Daniel Farke way. I think we've been spoilt basically by Bielsa's football, where he would be trying to score a sixth in the 90th minute if you were 5-0 up. But I think with Daniel Farke, he is just going to kind of want you to play the game out, no injuries, take people off, make subs. Look, I don't think Sam Chambers gets a game if we are 1-0 up or 2-1 up or drawing or something. I think he's trying to protect people like Nonto, trying to make sure that they don't get injured. To be honest, I'm probably a bit surprised that he hasn't taken Rodon off so that he doesn't get that extra yellow card. Poor ball forward there from Plymouth, and Leeds can just win the ball back here again. Here's Tanaka. Now Strauch. Firpo. Tanaka. Now Gilavogi. Tanaka. Plays that one out wide now to Byram. Byram into Gilavogi. Byram all the way back now to Rodon, and then across now to Strauch. Strauch, Gilavogi. Little ball into Joel Peru now. Now Gilavogi gets it back as he strides forward. Plays the ball out wide now to Sam Chambers. Chambers pushes a player over there, and he's trying to... I think it's going to be a goal kick in the end, you know. Oh no, throw in. Throw in to Plymouth. Calvin Phillips just got a red card, did he? Yeah, but then the thing is, Verba's been injured as well, hasn't he? So it's kind of a toss-up, really, of Verba being injured. You bring him on, risk him getting further injuries. Don't know what his kind of current status is. Don't know if Farker actually mentioned anything about that in the press conference. Does anyone know? Because I didn't catch that one. Long throwing down the line then from Plymouth, headed back by Byram. Here's Mumba. That's going to be a Leeds throw in here that Sam Chambers has won, and it's going to go to Byram, I would imagine. Byram to Sam Chambers. Here's Strauch as he strides forward now and plays the ball into Firpo. He's got Solomon down the line and he gives it to him. Here's Solomon up against Sorinola, looking for a way to get the ball in the box here. And Tanaka's been dispossessed there, but Strauch's out quickly to win that one. And then Tanaka plays a great ball back down the line towards Manor Solomon now. Solomon gets past his man. I think he's going to be fouled here, yeah, and it's going to be a Leeds free kick. It's almost on the actual, on the touchline by the corner flag, so it's essentially a corner from a little bit closer in. I think Firpo and Solomon are going to be the ones standing over this one. Because, of course, Rothwell's come off now. Yeah, Palson, I think it is. He's just got his hands all over Solomon before that. Solomon then, he's going to take this one. Firpo's left him to it. Tell you what, Gilavogi's a big lad. He could be our answer to scoring off set pieces. No hair as well to get in the way and change the angle. Just a big bald head. Ball comes into the box. Gilavogi was near it, but it's been headed straight up in the air, and now they're trying to clear it away here. Here's Andre Gray. But one back by Solomon. Solomon cuts inside now. Still going here, Solomon, but he's being pulled the whole time by Sorinola. And it's going to be a free kick to Leeds in a little bit more of a shooting position. Still quite far out, but a little bit more of a shooting position here. Sorinola's having a lot of complaints about that, but I don't really see how he can. He had hold of Solomon's shirt pretty much as soon as he went past him for a good few seconds there. Yeah, he was all over him and then got very angry about it, so I don't know what he's complaining about. Joe Bellingham red card, that's good. No, it won't help them, you're right, Rob, because he's one of their star players. Looks like they've got a four-man wall, I think, here. I know they're going to have another... Yeah, Mumba's leaving it. He's going to go over and mark Joel Peru, who's kind of free in the centre of the box there for a second. Firpo, the one to take then. Oh, and Solomon's over it as well. Have a shot, Firpo. You're 3-0 up in the 83rd minute at home. If you can't have a shot then, when can you? No, he chips it into the box. Headed over by... It's a terrible header by Rodon. I don't think we're ever going to score a header. I just think we're so bad at them. There's a little floated in ball, but it's one of them as well where because Firpo hasn't put the pace on the ball himself, whoever's actually heading it is going to have to generate that power themselves, and when it's kind of floating behind you, it's never going to be an easy chance. You need somebody to cross the ball with a bit of whip to start with so that you can actually just redirect it. Free kick there to Leeds again. Getting a little bit scrappy now in these latter stages. Here's Tanaka. Cross now to Firpo. Tanaka now back to Firpo again. Firpo down the line here. Is Mateo Joseph onside? He looks like he is. It goes across everybody and then they can bring it out the other side with Bundu. Sam Chambers trying to win that ball back. It's given back to Mumba here, I think it is. Back to Bundu again. Back to Mumba again. And this time he does just clear it down the line. But Gilavogi can just... Gilavogi's in 20 yards of space all around him. You just bring that one down and pass it to Strauch. There's no pressure on him at all. There's no willingness for them to go forward here. Peru tries to poke that one back through to Solomon, but he can't quite get it. Here's Mateo Joseph, who shoots, and his shot's deflected over the bar for another corner to Leeds. Better get that corner count thing ready. Another sub then for Leeds. Charlie Crew is coming on. And that's for Joel Peru. So Joel Peru, after scoring another goal, making it his 5th of the season, is coming off now. Making way for young Charlie Crew. Yeah, just seeing a replay of his goal now. Just having the kind of tactical, the striker's awareness is what I was looking for, just to poke that one in before anybody else got to it. But yeah, Charlie Crew is now on. Ball into the box from the corner. We can change that to 24 now without a goal. Here is Crew with his first touches of the ball. Yeah, it is his full debut, isn't it? Crew. Here's Tanaka. Now Gilavogi. Back to Strauch. Tanaka now with the ball in the centre circle. Back to Gilavogi here. Tanaka. Strauch. Now Firpo. Plymouth still no shot. Yeah, I know. Strauch. Crew. Plays the ball. Oh, bit of a loose pass there from Charlie Crew there. Probably just a little bit of nerves. Tried to pass it to Gilavogi, but it just went past him and Plymouth win the ball back. But Gilavogi's got a foot in there and Leeds have won the ball back. Here's Tanaka. Now Solomon. I think we're back. Sorry about that. I don't know why it just waited. This time it waited till the 87th minute to crash. We just need to get the video up again for the visual radio. It's a free kick now with plus 4 added minutes, by the way. 4 minutes added time. Long ball forward here from the goalkeeper. Strauch just lets that one bounce all the way through to Melier. Just ducks out the way. Now Gilavogi back to Rodon. I mean, Rodon can just stand there if they're not going to come and attack him. Here's Gilavogi. Now Tanaka. Tanaka, he's having his shirt pulled. It's going to be a Leeds free kick. They've offered nothing, Plymouth, have they? Absolutely nothing. No worries, Jeff. Thanks for joining us. Yeah, they've just offered zero. Zero they've offered. There's no point in them coming here. They may as well have forfeited the game. 3-0 loss. And they've had to come all the way from Plymouth and they didn't even try. Here's Tanaka. Rodon. Back to Strauch. Strauch now to Firpo. Firpo wins it back again here. Firpo's gone past a couple of players. Tries to play it into the box. Mateo Joseph nearly got there. It's going to be a Leeds throw-in by the corner flag just in front of the cheese wedge there. Again, Mumba has been their best player, hasn't he? I picked him out at the start. Mumba is by far their best player. And honestly, I can see him getting a good move in the next... maybe even in January, but definitely the next window he's going to get a move because he's much too good for them. Here's Byram now. Out to the right-hand side here for Chambers. Chambers inside to Crew. Now Gilavogi. Gilavogi with a long raking ball out now to Firpo on the left-hand side. Firpo cuts inside, plays the ball to Charlie Crew on the edge. Charlie Crew shoots! Just tipped over the bar. Good shot there by Charlie Crew. Getting his eye in. Decent strike straight down the middle. Good little tip over the bar by the goalkeeper. Tell you what, you're 3-0 up, you're coming on for your debut. Why not have a shot? Why not? Good strike. Good power on it. Just too close to the goalkeeper. Solomon then to take the corner. Ball comes into the box. Flicked up in the air. Gilavogi heads it. Goalkeeper saves it. That's another one. We can chalk up on our corner count. That's 25 now. Yeah, I mean, look, Gilavogi's got the height, hasn't he, to win things like that. So I was fully expecting him to win that and head it in then. Just couldn't generate the power because it came off the top of... He headed it down onto the top of the Plymouth defender's head. Yeah, some of our players are just a cut above, aren't they, really, against Plymouth here. The Plymouth players can't really get near us in the midfield. Great ball there from Firpo down the line. And then Mateo Joseph. There was a chance he could have got the ball across the box there to Chambers. But then Mateo Joseph, I mean, it's just a little tap on the back of the Sorinola, I think it was, the Plymouth defender, and he just flops to the ground. Sheffield Wednesday 2, Watford 6. Really? Let's have a look at the Championship as it stands. Yes, 6-2. Table puts us up into second. Not looking bad, is it? Not looking bad. Final whistle goes 3-0 to Leeds United. Thanks everybody so much for joining me throughout this watch along. Leeds, of course, now go up to second in the table. Goals coming from Daniel James, Joel Piroux and Brennan Aronson. Leeds, of course, now looking to move on to their next game with another win. So no injuries, 3-0 victory. Perfect. Clean sheet. Everything has gone very, very well today. Thanks everybody so much for joining me throughout this live watch along. Apologies about some of the technical difficulties, but we managed to get through it in the end and Leeds have won 3-0. There'll be a match reaction out on the channel before too long, so make sure you go and check that one out and give it a like. But other than that, the only thing I haven't asked you to do today is, if you haven't already and you've enjoyed the stream, hit that big red button down below and help get us to 9,000 subscribers. Thanks everybody so much for joining me, and I shall see you in the next one.